If we get triggered in.
Order filled.
Okay, we're triggered in. We're in. We're looking for 5 points. See if price will reverse here at the 50% level. It swept the 50%. It swept New York's lows. I want to see if it's going to reverse. Now, we may have gotten caught on the actual sell-off. It may be selling off, and the trade may be invalidated. But I'm looking for bullish movement. I like the way that candle just closed. If we rush aggressively higher, I will just trail the stops. Actually, I'll just take the 5 points. It's Monday, so we just want to start with a winner if we can. I'm not going to trail them. I'm just going to wait. Let's wait to see if we get a return back above. See if we can get a push up to get the 5 points, which I think we should be able to. See if we can get back above midnight open, 8:30 open, close above it. That would be great. That would be a great sign. Let's see. Again, the premise was buy below the 50% level of that previous daily range, and I don't think looking for 5 points from that level is too much to ask for. We're managing risk. If there's another trade later that goes in alignment with this bullish sentiment, I may take it. For now, since we've been on the stream so long, I probably will just take the 5 points when it comes and not worry too much about trailing it, especially because MNQ is at the point where it doesn't have a similar trade or bias. MNQ's in a premium, so I'm not entirely sure the probability is in our favor for the extreme buy side that we'd be targeting. So I'm at least just going to take it off at that 5 point region. As long as we can get there, I'll be very grateful. If not, it's just a trade. That's what trades are for. You put them on, you take the risk, you see if you can hit target or not, and you just take it for what it is. You don't cry about it. You overanalyze. I didn't have to overanalyze. I planned the trade, waited, took it. Now we're gonna see if it's gonna go in our favor. So we hit 8:30 midnight open. We didn't close above them, so I don't really like that. Let's see if we get back to those levels and can close above them. Otherwise, that's just a rejection for a sell-off. But let's see what we do. Because I anticipate us shooting above those levels briefly. Even if it's gonna be selling off, it's gonna have to return above them, then sell off. Let's see if I can get my 5 points. I like that there's a volume imbalance on the 1 minute chart that could possibly send us up. So hopefully that does work out. This trade again is based off the 50% level of the previous daily range, and also buying below 8:30 midnight open, London low, Asian low. So we bought below 4 levels. We bought at the 50% level with a limit across at least 20 accounts, not counting challenges. So let's see if we can get a return to that 5 point target, which is just at 6515. So 6515, I don't think that's too much to ask for, but we are rejecting off 8:30 midnight open currently. So let's see if we will just pop above those levels, or if it's just going to be a failure swing to go short. So let's see. Okay, looks like we're popping above those levels, which could be a good sign. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trail my stop once we get very close. If we don't just swipe the 5 points, I'm going to just trail the trade. Okay, we're shooting up. I'm going to drag my stop to break even, so we shouldn't lose any money on this position regardless of whatever happens. If price returns all the way back to my entry, we're out of the trade. But we're just in it, sitting. Especially when it's hitting 8:30 midnight open, I don't really like hitting that and not fully breaking it. It kind of gives me a bad feeling, so I'm grateful to be at least break even on the trade versus just have all the risk on the table, because this is a higher time frame level where we could get an A+ sell-off from. But I'm anticipating us to go bullish first, a little bit above the level before we sell off. And if that's wrong, at least the trade is covered, and then we may lose just the commission and spread, but we wouldn't lose any actual points at this point. Let's see if we can stay above that midnight open and 8:30 range. Looks like we are staying above that range. I'm gonna move some of the TPs up in one account, and the other one I'm gonna leave. Okay, so I was taken out on that set of accounts, and this set of accounts I'm just gonna trail the stop. So the stop is now trailed, and we're just gonna hold on to this position in these accounts and see what can happen. So you see the precision in the trade, right? This is precision. This is excellence. This is precision. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna just close
Order canceled.
We'll just close the position all out.
Order filled.
There's no reason to overstay in that position to prove that I can catch the full range. The goal was to get 5 points. I got a little bit more than 5 points in some accounts. I'm grateful. Now what we do is we close it up. And what we're going to do is we're going to reanalyze and come back a little bit later. So thank you for coming to this stream. I got my 5 points. I hope you were able to learn something from this. Again, just because I have a whole bunch of A+ setups that are forming doesn't mean I have to take all of them, especially when there's another higher time frame level that I am anticipating to be ran. Now, I tell you this. If you're coming in a Monday and a Friday, at the very least Monday, Friday, put the Fibonacci on the previous day's range, So you know when you're buying at a discount and selling at a premium. My buy had minimal drawdown because I bought in a discount. When I close the position, it keeps running because guess what? Price is seeking other forms of liquidity, and I'm happy to make the trade and get out early. Now look, it is running further. That's perfectly fine. What we're gonna do is we're gonna come back later. We're not gonna sit here and FOMO over what happened. Thank you for coming to this stream. We'll start another one later. Bye bye.